So to build a frame, the first thing that we have to do is create the jig that's going to support the frame. We have a tapered head tube. We have a metal seat tube which will go inside a piece of bamboo. Has to be metal, obviously, to hold onto the seat post. Bamboo's probably not going to do that so well. Bottom bracket shell we have here. And we also have the brace for the dropouts and the physical dropouts themselves. And these wooden blocks that you see here are basically the chocks that are going to pull the frame off the table. We did run into a bit of a snag because these are the supports for the head tube. So basically what you're going to see here is effectively the head tube supported by these two guys bolted into the table, which I'm going to do shortly. The drillings for these were slightly off, like just slightly, but it was enough that when the head tube was in position, it was actually sort of cocking the head tube off this way and positioned on handlebars. The fork was going to be sort of off to the left there a little bit. The reason being, apparently this is a custom jig setup for Bamboo Bicycle Club. They don't really make jigs for Boost 148mm spacing, so it's a custom jobby. Anyway, we've got brand new jigs here, so I'm going to get these all set up, and then we're going to drill them into the table and basically lay the foundations for my own personal death trap. Drill holes. Drill. There we go. That was a really good one, actually. I got better by the end. That'll drop down. So that's going to kind of lock it in. It's too short. No. That's a very pleasing structure where it kind of plugs in. It's slightly off in terms of my drilling. I think it should be fine. Well, you've drilled it now and you can't move those holes.
Will's deviating from the design.
Gently reworking the geometry based on the fact that okay, so you can tell here, these two guys that I've drilled holes for are too far apart. So I put another spacer in here just behind the head tube, and I think that should actually take up the slack. See, the problem about doing a home kit like this is you don't have anyone to go, is this a stupid idea? And which generally I kind of need people to help me with those sorts of questions. I have to turn that shape into this shape so it meets in a nice round, like basically like it locks in there. And then also have to do it up here, but on an angle. It sounds so simple. Much bigger diameter the down tube is than the bottom bracket. I guess I'm just going to keep mitering. I'm just looking ahead at this guy because that there, you see where I'm going. That's going to be challenging. Okay, this frame's going to be so out of whack anyway. And just realised that this is a smaller diameter tube than the head tube, so the miter needs to be a tighter radius. Bring that down into place, like that's beautiful there on the head tube. Look at that! How did that happen? Mine did it so the bottom bracket's like that angle, and it's not, it's dead straight obviously. That would be great if I rotated it down like there. That's beautiful, that's really nice. But then then it's all cocked up here. Oh,
So what are you going to do?
I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, is there any way I can modify that to...
It's actually twisted, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's twisted because I'm sanding it on a bench with my hand. The head tube miter is really good. I'm really happy with that. If you're considering making a frame out of bamboo right at this very point in time, I would highly recommend that you don't do that because it's a stupid idea. Small gaps that are still present once completed can be filled at the gluing stage later on with a bamboo composite filler.
Are you suggesting that what you've got is not a small gap?
It's a reasonable, like if you look at it from up here, I mean it's hard to see with a camera, but if you look at it with your own eyes from up here, see there's contact there? Look at that! Look!
Yeah. You start from the head tube. Is that what it says? Just wondering whether next time you could start from the bottom bracket.
No, it says start from the bottom bracket.
Ah.
And it gives you steps, like the center line, and it's showing the head tube. Cut. So I cut. Sand and shape. Check fit, which I did. Check and prepare. Cool. No problems. Then it goes backwards and goes, actually, first, before doing all of these instructions that we've just told you, now select the tube, join the bottom bracket, fit to BB, matching axis head tube. To be honest, I could either way.
Now you come to think of it, it kind of makes sense to start from the bottom bracket.
Why?
Because you've got that in there, because once that's in there, you can pivot this up and get the exact axis and draw the line on in exactly the right place.
Have you built a frame out of bamboo?
I know nothing.
Okay.
I'm not as experienced as you.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. Let's not start dishing out instructions, things we don't know how to do.